Hello, Marie. I hope you're having a great day. Marie says, hi, sweet Luna. Rosanna's at a doctor's appointment, huh? Those are never any fun. Oh, hello, Marie. I hope you had a great day. It is hotter than the hinges of hell here today. Marie says, Luna, you're her special girl, so I guess that gets a treat too. Yes. Oh, she is a special girl. She got that. Gotta wipe that slobber off your face. It is raining there. You know, we had a thunderstorm earlier, last about 5 minutes. And I think, let me check real quick. I think we might have one coming in tomorrow too. It's 80 degrees here right now. Nope, sunny tomorrow and 86. Thursday, sunny and 90. You know, it's more tolerable when it's raining. It's windy too. I don't mind the rain, especially on days like today. I don't mind the rain at all anyways. It's, you know, in March, geez, March and April, it rained almost every day. As long as it's not too windy. Yeah, LeBain's not going to be here either, Marie. She is in flight to Michigan. Yep, going to see her eldest daughter. So far, Marie, it's just you and I. Anything interesting happened with you the last few days, Marie? Well, you're one of the best mods too, Marie. don't, don't you do that, Marie? She just farted, and then she wants to get down while she's doing it. You're a nasty girl. You're nasty. No, give me kisses. I still love you, but that's nasty. Did you wanted to share that with Marie, huh? Nothing interesting me either. Hello, Brandon. How you doing today? Hope you're having a good day. Marie saying, hey, Brandon. Brandon says, hello, Marie. Oh, this girl does make me laugh, though, Marie. She does. She makes me laugh. She make me laugh. I'll scratch your butt up here. You don't need to get down. There we go. I got you covered. I got you covered. There we go. Oh, I know. Oh, I know. Such a good girl. Kentucky girl, good evening and welcome. Doing good. It's getting ready to rain there, huh? Hope you had a good day, Kentucky girl. Kentucky girl said, "Hey, sweet Luna." Brandon says, "Hello, Kentucky." Marie said, "Hey, Kentucky girl," and Brandon said, "Hello," and Kentucky said, "Hello, Marie," and "Hello, Brandon." You had a pretty good day? Good. Glad to hear it. I did too. I didn't do much but laze around today because, some days it's too hot. Some days I'm looking for the three bears thing there. I'm looking for it to be just right. And sometimes that's hard to find. Huh, Mona? Are you going to leave? I just scratched your butt. Oh, you're demanding. You are demanding. Yes, you are. You are demanding. She is, Marie. She is spoiled. She likes that butt scratch. And you know what? She knows. She knows when I'm doing the live streams, she's going to get it. Oh, right on that tail. Oh, I know. Oh, gosh. Oh, my gosh. That brings it out, don't it? Over here and then over there. Oh, my goodness. There you go. You going to come back up? Huh? Come on. Come on back up. Come on. Come on, good girl. I'll give you a biscuit. Come on. Come on. I know. I shouldn't have to bribe you. Come here with daddy. Come on. Come on. Come up here with me. There you go. But I do what I said I was going to do. Yes. Well, your notifications work this time. That's great. I wouldn't give him a cookie though. Hell, I'd keep the cookie for a snack. Give him something else. He says she'd laugh at Kentucky girl. There you go. Punching the nose would work. They're still doing their back and forth stuff. Okay, give me 20 hours one day and then take them away the next day. That's right, Marie. Punch. Or as mom used to say, pow, right in the kisser. Anybody have any big plans for the 4th? My neighbor has a couple $100 worth of well, a few $100 worth of fireworks that he's going to shoot off the day after. They don't do any fireworks in this town for the 4th. They wait until Bog Days, as they call it, and then they do a bunch of fireworks. Yeah, too hot to be out. I hear you. And the next couple days is going to be even worse. I don't know. What did I say? Tomorrow, 86, and then the 4th, it's going to be 90 degrees. That's going to be crazy. 90 degrees and partly cloudy, so that means humid. They set fireworks off at your park. I don't know about your animals, Marie, but Luna is scared to death of fireworks. Oh, Luna. She says, I don't like them loud bangs, Dad. I'll probably go outside and watch them for briefly and leave her inside. I hate to do that, but she'd be more scared inside. Bear is scared too. Yeah, she shakes and quivers. It's sad. Alicia, good evening and welcome. So glad to see you here. Hope you had a great day. Ooh, oh, Alicia says hello. You probably need a kiss for that one too, huh, Luna? You need a kiss. Thank you, sweetheart. You're so sweet. Lisa said hello, Marie. You can watch from your deck. Yeah, I can go right out front. That's where they're going to shoot them. And Marie says, hi, Alicia. Alicia said, thank you, Grandpa. Hope you had a great day. I did. I hung around inside mostly. The only time I went out is when Luna said she needed to go out. Of course, you know, she's really good for saying she needs to go out. She comes and howls and talks to me, and then when she gets outside, all she wants to do is roll around in the dirt. Yeah, when you know, I think sometimes when the fireworks, when she's scared of the fireworks, and I try to comfort her, it makes it worse than what it was originally. She shakes even more. She wouldn't have made a very good hunting dog. It's doing all right. I got some huge tomato plants. Well, not real huge, but they're coming along, and my peppers are coming along. Then I got a couple of watermelon that's still going to go in. It was another one of those weird springs this year. We're just now getting the rented lips. Tiger lilies are blooming just now, the beginning of July, which is quite weird. I know the peppers and the tomatoes. I'm going to enjoy those a lot. I think I will vacuum seal some stuffed peppers. I think I can do that with the peppers once they're cooked. I do love stuffed peppers. And I'll have red ones, green ones, and yellow ones. And I'm not sure, but I've been told that the red ones are sweeter. You have one tomato on one plant already? That's cool. I will stuff them with almost like a meatloaf thing. Be hamburger and onion. Well, it's getting orange already, Marie. That's cool. It'd be hamburger, onion, maybe some garlic and salt and pepper. maybe some mushroom. Of course, when I make things like that, I gotta rice would be good, yeah. Lisa said, "Nice, Marie." When I make something like that, you make stuffed peppers too. Yeah, rice would be good in that. Lisa said, "Oh yeah, that's right. Rice is a good idea. Rice is what would you call that? A conjunctant. Rice would be much better adding it to it cooked than a lot of times I use crackers, and I have used crushed up cereal before. But yes, rice would be great. When you do rice, Marie, do you cook it first or do you put it right in the meat? You know, uh, uncooked chopped meat with onions? Yes. You cook it first? Okay. Does it stay moist in it? You make them sometimes for hubby with meat, but I didn't know for me because I don't eat meat. No. I have still yet to try them veggie burgers. A lot of times when I eat meat, it messes up my stomach anyways. You cover them with tomato sauce and bake. That would be good. I can stuff them with rice and onions. Yes, you can. Now, Marie, do you think those would be okay to vacuum seal and those and then freeze them? I know some things when you freeze them, when you buy frozen strawberries, those are whole. You think it would be okay to freeze them? That's cool. Strawberries they freeze those, and when you thaw them, they're mush. They still taste very good, but there's no consistency to them anymore. It's okay, Luna. That's just the neighbor out there. Don't get scared. You don't understand that I would never let anything hurt you. No, I would not let nothing hurt you. I'm not sure, Alicia. That's why I was asking Maria. I've never tried to freeze green pepper. I know you can do vegetables like that. You blanch them first. Just a few seconds in boiling water, and then you can vacuum seal them. Okay, yes, you can freeze them. Yeah, well, that's with strawberries. But with strawberries, I prefer them cooked anyways. I could make me some good jam. Lisa says, "Oh wow, don't they get mushy?" Ooh, yum. You like homemade jam? Yes, yes, it's much better. I buy I'll buy the jam that where they don't do any extra additives. I mean the sugar's bad enough for you. You don't need all that other stuff. And then a little cornstarch to to thicken it up. But other than that, you don't need all those other things. I mean, sugar is actually a preservative, just like salt and vinegar. Kentucky Girl said, "Hey, Alicia." Alicia said, "Hello to you, Kentucky Girl." But I am putting the water right to me. Two of these a day. I got to get some fishing in. Oh, Alicia said, she knew that was coming. Did you see her? Alicia said, hello. I know, look right here. Look right there. That's for you. You're such a good girl. You put it in your thumbprint cookies? Yeah, I remember cookies growing up where they I can't remember, is that what they're called? The ones that where they put jam in the center? Marie? Yes, she did, Alicia. She knew. She gets key on certain names and words. Okay. Yes, those were such good cookies. Isn't that like a sugar cookie with jam in the middle? Those were very good. You can't find nothing like that in the store anymore that doesn't have 10,000 different ingredients in it. Like a butter cookie. Yes, exactly. It's so yummy. Oh man. Things I buy in the store, I still do it, but things I buy in the store now, I won't read the ingredients because I just look at the ingredient list, and for a honey bun, you got a section this long on the package for the ingredients. Kentucky Girl said, "I'm a great aunt. My nephew's girlfriend had her baby today. Her name is Acacia. Well, congratulations. That's a pretty name. You make them at Christmas time? Wow. Well, it's funny you mentioned things like that, Marie, and you makes you think back. You always check the ingredients now. I know, but sometimes it's very upsetting when you do that, Alicia. Yeah, you think about things that you ate when you were younger, and all those things were homemade. Marie said, "Congratulations, Kentucky Girl." I know, that's wonderful. You're a great aunt, and you're still a young lady. Kentucky Girl said, "Thank you, Marie." Lisa says, "Oh no, no, all the weird stuff that I buy." Well, you buy healthy things, Alicia. It makes you feel old, but you're not, though. I have two more great grandchildren coming this year, so that'll be three great grandchildren. How old do you think that makes me feel, Kentucky Girl? Of course, I am old. Yes, it is, Marie. Babies are a blessing. Yeah, I know. And some of them, you look, when it gets real scary, Alicia, is when you look up, Google the ingredient. It's one thing pronouncing it, and then you look it up, like in cheese. One of the things in cheese is the same thing that in sliced cheese, the processed, is the same thing that they put in PVC pipe. I do buy I buy sliced cheese at I will go to Walmart for that because the local store, their sliced cheese is the texture of it just doesn't seem right. It's too dry. And the Walmart sliced cheese, I mean, it has 4% milk and what's that? Uh, Something different now that they use to make cheese. And it's not retin, it's something else. But there's only two ingredients. In all those years, I was eating that cheese and buying the more expensive one, thinking that was better. Not no more. No more. But I am looking forward to the fourth. I'm always proud on the fourth. Yeah, no mo. No mo. Oh, Luna. Who's such a good girl. I'm glad you're laying here with me. Yep, this is, oh, I know. Stretch out, baby girl. This is my comfort right here. You got your flag flying? Well, bless you, Marie. Have I heard about Momo? No. Susan Lee, good evening and welcome. Everyone say hello to Susan. Oh, Luna. Susan said hello. Marie said hi, Susan. Oh, I don't miss anything, huh? Alicia said hi, Susan. And Luna says hi, Susan. She says thanks for the biscuit, Susan. Well, she's staring right at that computer screen. Susan said hi, Marie. Hi, Alicia. Hope you had a great day, Susan. Pretty much everyone else in here, it's either raining there where they're at or it's really hot. Oh, Alicia said hi again. Alicia said hi. Do you want this? Okay. She said, let me chew my biscuit. Rosanna, thank you for coming. You waiting to be called at the doctor's? Well, thank you so much for coming in and saying hi. I hope that goes okay. Rosanna said hi, Luna. Luna says, thank you, Rosanna. Says, I hope that doctor's nice to you. She says, I don't like the doctor. Yeah, she is a cutie, Alicia. Alicia said, hello, Rosanna. Susanna said, thank you, Hope. All you have. Hi from Maine. Yes, I'm in Maine too, Susan. Marie says, hi, Rosanna, my friend. Rosanna says, hello, everyone. See you on Thursday. Well, I hope everything goes well for you there today, Rosanna. Rosanna said, Marie, my friend. Marie says, okay, Rosanna. Susan said, Luna looks content. She is. Rosanna said, thank you. No, thank you for coming in. I do appreciate it. That's right. I forget what part of Maine that you're from, Susan. I know there's one gentleman that comes in here that's from Old Orchard, which he must be having a wonderful time today. Today would have been a great beach day with the heat. I mean, not that you can go in the water. I don't go in the water. Bryant Pond, okay. I don't care how hot it gets here in Maine. The ocean is still too cold. Went last Tuesday in a little boat ride, and the granddaughters get right in the. Oh, okay, Doughboy 356. Okay. No, don't leave, sweetheart. Don't leave. No, don't leave your daddy. You want me to scratch your butt? I will scratch your butt. So anything new going on in Bryant Pond? I guess Susan, they finalized a deal where Lisa says I've been feeding cute carpenter ants. Oh no, no, they finalized a deal. Some rafting company from the Forks uh, is going to do a thing down here at the dam in Skowhegan. I guess they're thinking about doing a water slide and everything, which should be interesting. No, think Doughboy just went out on golf cart. Think. Lisa says, "What about Mr. Doughboy?" He says, "Alicia, why? Yeah, why are you feeding the carpenter ants? Because they're cute? Well, people that own homes don't think they're all that cute, Alicia. Carpenter ants do a lot of damage. Look at this. Look at this. Look over here. I know. You're such a good girl. Maurice cute eating your home. Kentucky Girl said, sorry, my computer was being but. That's okay, Kentucky Girl. Glad you're still here. that's that's what hubby says, but you can't help it. Oh, nice. Susan said, my son Alicia. Alicia said, what? Mr. Doughboy is your son? He said, Alicia, I don't say kill them, but I do say stop feeding them. You've never been to Skowhegan yet? I don't think I've been to Bryant Pond. Where is that located by, Susan? You're a proud mom? Alicia said, no, I tried. You know, we had a tree that fell down out back, and the reason it fell, it was because it was all full of carpenter ants. Near Sunny River, okay. Alicia says, oh my God, I love Mr. Doughboy. His work is awesome. Now, Sunny River is, I mean, what major town is that by, Susan? You know, I've lived here since '85, and I'm drawing a blank on Sunny River. You should see it, yeah. Did they eat roast beef? You got my channel from him? Well, I'll have to thank him. Bethel, okay. So do you live near the city or do you live in the country, Susan? I'd really like the means to live in the city, or I mean the country here. Wouldn't be very practical without a vehicle, but with a vehicle, yeah. Real country, yeah. Well, we have some real country here in Maine. Reminds me of, Wisconsin a lot. You go 5 minutes out of town and you're in out of Skowhegan, you're in real country. Lisa said, oh wow, Susan. So happy to know you're Mr. Doughboy's mom. Susan said, yes, it was awful first up here. Now I have a Jeep. Yeah. Well, I tell people that I've had a few friends that come here from New York, and one of them listened and has had two different four-wheel drive vehicles, and the other one bought a Malibu, which is a really nice car, but not very practical. Yeah, it's like that there. I know even my eldest son lives in Portland, and you drive 10 minutes out of Portland, and there's a place there where we go shooting. Susan said, oh, thank you, Alicia. I like the country. When I was working in in Athens in a group home. Uh, there were some nights where you could go out because there was a street light, but it was, down the road, and you could see the northern lights at times. Yes, Portland is a busy place. It was hot there today. It was here today too, Kentucky girl. Alicia's smiling. I don't mind the heat so much. It's the humidity. People confuse that. I lived in California for 5 years, and there was a couple of days where it was 120 degrees, but it doesn't feel like it because it's a dry heat. You're getting some rain later there. Well, it'll cool it off a little bit, hopefully. We got rain here today, like two different times, 5 minutes, just long enough to uh, make it miserable. Did you get any rain where you're at today, Susan? It does make it very hard to breathe. All that heavy air. They filmed Grimm there in Portland, Maine, Alicia, or Portland, Oregon? I know they did film one film here. I can't remember the name of it. One of Paul Newman's last films, and his wife. Thunderstorms yesterday. Wind and rain. Looks like it's going to rain there today. A lot of I've been hearing that from everybody. It's either really hot or it's rainy. Either way. Portland, Oregon. Yeah, there was a couple of different things I noticed on YouTube about something going down in Portland, and I had to look real quick. It's supposed to rain all week there. Well, there was a month ago when I was saying, I wish it would stop raining. Now I wish it would rain. Skowhegan used to be really nice, Susan. Unfortunately, I still love it here, but I keep a lot to myself. You can't walk at night, and there's a lot of places at night. If you did, you'd get robbed because the drug problem here is crazy, and I do mean crazy. And it's hard to deal with because if they crack down on it, then you hurt somebody's feeling and you're violating someone's rights. Not too much goes on this side of town, but you go across the river, and there is quite a bit. About a block away from the high school. Isn't that nice? Yeah, from Lynn, Mass. Yeah, and it's we're one of those small towns that's gotten hit really hard. A year ago we had I'm sure you've seen it on the news, Susan. We had that deputy get killed by somebody that was uh, on drugs. And the first thing is they say is, well, you should be lenient because he had a problem. Yeah, problem that made him kill somebody. And they're asking for a lighter sentence because the police, when they caught him, they beat the hell out of him. And then they took a picture of him on the ground, lifting up his head, like you would a bear after you shoot it. No, Alicia LeBain is on a plane on her way to Michigan to visit her daughter. And I don't know where the rest of the people are. You know, a lot of people are having really nice weather and probably, you know, and a lot of people are traveling on the 4th. I wouldn't mind going to DC. I'd like to see what they had going on there. Stephanie did say to say hello to everybody, though. I hope her and Lauren are having a good time. Well, that's okay, Susan. You got to feed them dogs. I know they're already there, Marie. I saw pictures of it today. The new Abrams tanks. They have them on trucks. Yes, Susan, that was sad. They want to what they want to do is they want to reduce the sentence so one day he has a chance of parole. At least just the tanks. Oh gosh, and they're going to have planes fly overhead. It should be pretty decent to look at. I don't. I haven't heard any news. I don't know if anybody else has, but Pence was on his way to New Hampshire today, and before he took off, they called him back to the White House. Of course, then there's all those rumors out there about what's going on, and but they haven't said anything. All they said was that it's nothing that concerns national security. But at the same time, Pence came back to the White House. Uh, the Russian president Putin there canceled whatever he was doing. There were a lot of people talking that. Well, there was a lot of people, Marie, that was talking about that Israel attacked Iran. Yeah, Susan says, yeah, like person who killed all those bikers trying to set him loose, some kind of New Hampshire motor vehicle rule of some sort. Yeah, I don't know, Marie. I know when it in they wouldn't Israel wouldn't have done nothing unless something was done against them first, and that's happened before in the past. And unlike other people, Israel doesn't screw around with that stuff. And personally, I don't blame them. They live in a place where everybody around them hates them. Yeah, something is going on, and they're not talking too much about it. I do I do wish from the bottom of my heart that we as human beings, I wish we would get along, but we don't. We just don't. And from being in the military, I have to say, when it comes to running with the big dogs, you got to learn to pee on tall trees. He says, and being the 4th is coming up. Yeah, I hope the other cities are taking the 4th as serious as they are in New York. Oh yeah, unfortunately, the 4th would be a perfect time for some idiot to make a statement against the U.S. I'm sure they'll have extra security in Washington as well. Alicia said, Susan, I was at Mr. Doughboy's live. I don't think I went and watched him for quite a while. I will have to. I do remember the name. Yes, Marie, I agree. I pray that everybody's taking it serious. Yes, all the major cities. He's on his golf cart today. That's cool. Alicia said he's live right now. That's cool if he's live right from his golf cart. Alicia said, that's right, Susan. Such a pretty place. Maine is pretty. It's beautiful. I would have to say if I had a vehicle, I think tomorrow would be one of those days where I drove down to Portland to see my son, because where he lives at in South Portland is, I mean, you go out of his house and it's a 5-minute walk to the ocean. And there's a couple of seafood places right there. And you know the seafood is fresh when they have a boat coming in and delivering the seafood. So you know it's fresh. Yes, we do have a beautiful state. We got it all here. It can be very hard, Alicia, in the wintertime. I mean, ask Susan. It can be very hard. You pretty much have to have a 4-wheel drive vehicle, and you have to have something. Don't get out. Well, you can, you know, you can get through it with a 4-wheel drive vehicle, but when it starts it gets warmer. You have a very messy driveway if you don't have it plowed. Yeah, the oceans here. I mean, the ocean spots. They have some that's all full of rock, and then they have sandy beaches, and you're staying home and cooking on the grill. I wish I had my grill up and running, because I need to cook something for dinner, and I'm thinking I might have to do it in the microwave, which tonight it's either chicken patties or fish patties, and I'm not going to cook them in the oven. Yes, Marie, they do, unfortunately. You know, I mean, I hate to say it, but 3 of the ones in 9/11 came right through Maine, right through Bangor. He says, I don't know what we're doing. Hopefully something cool. Yeah. We just had 300 people delivered to Portland, Marie, and we have no idea what kind of people they are, and we know where they came from, but nothing on their background. Maine's a sanctuary state now, and as soon as they got off the plane, they were guaranteed medical, a place to live, and food stamps. And hey, this country, I don't think anybody should go without that. But I know people that have lived here their whole life and don't have that. It is, Marie. It's very unsafe. It's like the big cities. I lived in LA, and I've had people from New York tell me the same thing. When you walk down the street, you see on TV all these people walking and stuff. You don't make eye contact with people because you don't know what they're going to do if you do. You make eye contact, you might have someone say, "Oh, you just disrespected me." Luna's over in the chair. She got. I think she gets tired of my body heat, and I get tired of feeling unsafe. Marie. One thing about Maine though is what people need to understand, and I think 90% of them do, is Maine is a concealed carry state. If you can avoid using a weapon, that's what you need to do. But if you can't, then you have a right to defend yourself. And it's funny how the crime dropped after that was implemented. Lisa said, "Oh, okay, probably. Yeah, she don't like the heat. She went over and laid on the floor first, and then she got up in the chair. Luna, 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 I got a biscuit. Luna, no, she's out. She's not caring. I'll show you real quick. See, she's out. That used to be my chair. Not no more. Heat sleep, yeah. Yeah, and like when she hears something outside, she runs upstairs, and you know it was 80 something here today, so upstairs it's over 90. She don't stay up there very long. She ran up there because the neighbor was mowing the yard. Want this? Come here. Come here, sit with daddy. No, you're being very stubborn. Want this? Come on. Come. I'm not going to throw it to you. You need to come over here. Yeah, she was taking a nap. Now she's got her head up. She wants that biscuit, but she don't want to come over here. I think the girl is just a little bit spoiled. Yeah, yeah, it is. I think I'll go out and watch him for a little while, Alicia. Like I said, when she gets like that, when I comfort her, she seems worse than when if I don't. So it's a hard choice. Oh yeah, and they'll be all the neighbors here are going to have uh, fireworks. Susan says mine are Chihuahuas. They sleep and stay in my bed. They are little bed hogs. Yeah, Luna used to sleep with me. Now she don't uh, like to anymore. Lisa says, "LOL, Susan." Lisa said, "Oh wow, oh my God." Yeah, so there'll be a few. We got a fireworks company in town here just last year. Yours hate fireworks, yeah. Luna does as well. Huh, Luna? You don't like the fireworks? No, the Big Bang. She don't like the Big Bang Theory. All dogs do. Well, I know some dogs that friends have had that hunting dogs. Thunder too. Oh yeah, Luna hates the thunder. That chased her off today too. Yeah, some hunting dogs hear the fireworks or thunder and they're up and wagging their tail. They think they're gonna, because they're trained. They go hunting, they get to go out in the woods and run. Marie says yours hates thunder. Yeah, yeah. Tomorrow 86, and then the next day in the 90s. I think I might have to put the air conditioner in the window. It depends though. See, today it was really hot, but it was hot if we were outside. My apartment stays pretty cool. I only I only get the morning sun. Then the afternoon, the apartments out front, they get the sunshine. Me, I like the thunder and the lightning. Oh, Luna, Daddy likes the thunder and lightning. You want to come over here with me? Come on, come here and have a biscuit. You got an itch on your foot. This is just like your thumbnail, Grandpa. You do too, Susan. I like to. I wish I had a bigger porch. My porch, it's big enough to put a lawn chair on, but if the wind blows, then I'll get all wet. I wish I had a bigger one where I could sit out there and drink some water. Yeah, last night at my son's house for dinner, I go over there every Monday. He said, "You want a beer?" And I said, "Sure." And he felt my forehead because that was like oh, geez, over, I can't even say, I know it's been over a year since I had a beer. It was actually quite tasty. It's going to rain. We heard thundering. Ooh, I do too. I drink uh, my morning pot of coffee, Marie, on your deck. Yeah, yes. In the morning on my little porch there, the sun shines right on it, which is really nice in the springtime. I might have to make a little. You can't drink beer? Why not? They say beer and French fries is vegan. Yeah, Marie, are you in a spot, Marie, where you can get tornadoes? Susan said, "Oh, I wish you did too." We do, but ticks and mosquitoes are, yes. The ticks are terrible this year. But I haven't found one on Luna, and I do check her every day. My son's dogs all the time. Marie said, "No, Dave." I do love my coffee. Yeah, I might have to just do a little thing so I can sit and I might prop my little 16-foot boat up. Oh, because of carburation and gallbladder. But yeah, yes, Mary, that's it. There's a guy on YouTube that says that. Well, beer and French fries are vegan. Mary says we spray the deck and they run away. Yeah, my son's dogs are long haired though, and Luna's short haired, so they're real easy to find on her. Yeah, the mosquitoes, that's another thing that's been bad this year because of all the rain. Mosquitoes have been, unbearable. The black flies, not so much this year. But mosquitoes, that's all that water that's breeding ground for them. And they have been horrendous. The only time you get any break from them is if my neighbor does a fire in the fire pit. Of course, then you're sitting out there in 80-degree weather with the fire. So you don't. Lisa said it's raining so hard right now, so you don't get any tornadoes there, Alicia. Because that's what when I grew up in Wisconsin, that's one precursor to a tornado was when everything got really quiet. All the birds stop and the frogs start chirping and the crickets start making their noise. Okay, good. That's good. No tornadoes. We get things they call them microbursts. Yes, tornadoes are scary. I've seen an F5 before, and it's amazing what nature can do. You got something that's close to a mile across, and you can see it as it passes by. Lifts up barns. Yeah, it is changing, Marie. It is. I mean, like I was saying earlier, we're just now getting tiger lilies that are blooming. And does it have something to do with global warming? Yes, but that's not the only thing. Because I've done a lot of research on that. In the last 10 years, we've had two earthquakes that have moved the axis of the earth by a half an inch each time. Which, if you look at that, on the big scale there, moving the earth an inch either way makes a big difference. No, you can't find a calm place anymore. And this last winter we got hit really hard. Them things they call nor'easters here. There were some times where it snowed for 2 days. It was funny. I opened up my outside door and the snow was halfway up it. Luna and I had to push our way out. She didn't go out too far. She went just off where the steps used to be and made some yellow snow and come back inside. She didn't want nothing to do with that. Good evening, John, and welcome. Hope you had a great day. But yes, the earth is changing. And, I don't, unless everybody cooperates on it ain't going to do no good. Especially when you got the biggest polluter that ain't going to agree with anything. Marie said, hi, John. I could tell you that taking away cows and airplanes and gas cars isn't going to solve the problem. It'll make someone feel better when they sleep at night, but it's not going to solve the problem. The earth goes through this about every 50,000 years. What scares the heck out of me is that Yellowstone is overdue. Now, if Yellowstone goes, then, we're going to move underground or we're not going to exist. I agree, Marie. John says, trying to get my son health coverage after his mom passed in May. He needs coverage. Well, that would be a good thing, John. How are you doing, John? I hope better. I do remember you telling us about that, John. Prayers are still with you, man. We need to do something about things like that in this country. Marie says, John, I hope you get it for him. And you know, John, I really think we need to be thinking about people like yourself and your son before we think about people that's coming from another country. Nothing against them, but that's a really good example. People here are going without, or they're paying outrageous prices. Exactly, Marie. Worry about, it's good to help the rest of the world. It really is. But it's really good to take care of the people here as well. I mean, I can go 40 minutes from my home in a vehicle to Augusta and probably count 30 or 40 homeless veterans that are sleeping under a bridge. Marie says, John, how old is he? Yeah, I know. That must suck, John. Like I said, my prayers are with you, man. I mean, I can't imagine what you're going through. He's 14. Yeah, hard time for him, too. You know, that's the people I worry about. I worry about elderly people that have to make a choice between buying their medication or paying for food. And they shouldn't have to do that. Marie says, oh, yes, John, he's eligible. Well, I hope you can get him insurance, John, or you can get some help somewhere. Marie said, sorry, John. Yeah, he can get Medicare because I'm on Social Security disability. Well, I hope so, John. I hope so. And he deserves that. And so don't you. You live here. Again, I'm not trying to be cruel about immigrants, but why the hell should somebody that just gets here have more rights than people that live here or more benefits? Marie said, yes, apply for food stamps too. I'm thinking about going back and checking into that, Marie. I guess in January they changed their standards where you could make a because they told me with the Social Security I make that I made too much money to get any help. We said yes, Dave. Don't let me tell you where I was born. Why not, John? Marie says in Italy, John. Was your dad in South Korea? That's what I'm gathering from that. Marie says, oh, okay. Okay, well, yeah, that makes you, you know, just you were born there because mom and dad lived there. Doesn't make you any less of a U.S. citizen. I know they do have a clause for that, which is good. There's parts of me that really hate what's going on with it. Exactly, Marie. He's still American. The fact that they didn't they didn't check when someone went into their service, they were good enough to serve, and you have people that served this country for 3 years in the military and are being deported. Because I believe if you served this country in the military, that should guarantee your citizenship. Period. But to get things like that, you actually have to go to the negotiating table. You can't sit back and say that everything that someone else is doing wrong when you're not willing to bend or come up with any ideas yourself. Exactly, Marie. If you serve this country, you should automatically be a citizen. No questions asked. That person, when they got out, got a DD 214. That should, right there. Yes. Oh, exactly, John. No one's questioning that. You know, your parents were there because your dad was ordered to be there. You're stillborn. You gotta, you know, you were guaranteed rights just as if you were born here. Yes, you are, John. No questions asked. But I do hate to see American soldiers get deported from this country. It's kind of like a slap in the face, I think. I may just write a letter to the White House. I tell you, unlike a few people, I'd love to sit down with President Trump and have a Big Mac and some French fries. I think we'd have an interesting conversation. Of course, being an old military man, I would call him Sir or Mr. President because that's what you do. I would have done the same with Obama, and I think he was the worst president we ever had, but I still would have called him Sir or Mr. President. Yeah, we'd have an interesting conversation. Yeah, yeah, that's not right, John. One good news today was that Navy SEAL was found guilty on that murder charge. They did find him guilty of taking a picture with a dead terrorist, and he's going to do jail time for that, which is very sad. Mary says you got that right, Dave. Yes, they found him not guilty. People do some horrible things during wars, especially the ones that are trained better. Navy SEALs, Green Berets. I'm glad too, Marie. I mean, war is horrible. I can't, what I can't fathom is that society, who a lot of them never went and had to live and survive in situations like that, losing your friends every day and the horrible things that you see, and they expect you to keep your humanity during that. When what you do is you go back to the basic of that humanity, just like we've always been. You go back to kill or be killed. And you know the people we fight against now aren't too much different than the Vietnamese that we fought against. They don't have a problem wiring up a baby or a young child with explosives just to kill a couple of our soldiers. I mean, the movie American Sniper was a good example of that. You know, what do? You let that child walk up to the gate all full of explosives and kill a bunch of men and women? No. Your brother was a Marine in Vietnam. Well, bless him, Marie. That was a horrible time. Horrible time. But you do what you need to do to survive. You do what you need to do to save the people around you, you know? Would I like to do something like that? Hell no. If I would have ever had to gone, which I didn't, thank God, would I could I have done something like that? Yes. I think one of the biggest problems is when we see and look at things like that and then we still try to moralize killing one another. I mean, think about that. You can kill one another, but you need to do it morally. You know, dead's dead. And he said they don't respect life themselves. They wire the women and babies to blow up the Americans. Exactly, Marie. That's exactly right. And that happened. And you know what? Men saw that every day, and men and women see that now every day. And then you're supposed to think moral thoughts and you know kill your enemy, but only kill them a certain way. I mean, come on. The bottom line is we still kill each other. Moralizing that is stupid. Exactly. The same thing happened in what was it? Somalia, Black Hawk Down. These men would run down the streets with AK-47s, and you got women and children running behind them because you know that they can get up close enough and shoot you then, but you're not going to shoot back. Wrong. You shoot at me, I'm going to shoot back. Shitty thing is, the terrorists have no problem showing American soldiers in pain or being murdered. No, they don't. Lisa said, still here, Grandpa. I was just making to eat for my hubby. Well, there you go, Alicia. Marie said, yes. Lisa said, hello, John. You know, we need to, people that have no idea what it's about need to quit trying to say what a soldier's moral duty is. I mean, do you want to kill women and children? Hell no. You don't want to kill anybody. But if cowards are using them so they can kill you, then, you know, then it's a sad situation. John says peaceful. You know, I hope one day we can all get along on this earth like they show in all the Star Trek shows, you know, where every race gets along and every religion. And you know what? Unfortunately, it's it's people have been wishing that for geez over since they've been recording. He says, "How nice." So, what did you make for dinner for hubby, Alicia? Yeah, I miss having her next to me, Alicia, but she's being stubborn. Luna, Luna. No, she ain't even lifting her head. That chair is pretty broken down, anyways. I might have to some pierogies. I might have to just get rid of that chair, and if this is the only place to sit, huh? But no, then she'll probably just lay on the floor. She's been doing that with the heat. I do. I wish the same thing, John. I wish we could all get along with each other, at least talk. But you know what? We've always puffed our chests out and beat on them since the beginning of time. Because unfortunately, it's easier to kill someone than it is to talk to them. I've done a lot of thoughts on it many days, and if you look at it one way, we're the only creature on Earth that kills because we can, other than a cat. It is sad, Alicia. Susan says, "Have a great night, Grandpa and Luna. Stay cool. Good night to everyone." Good night, Susan Lee, and bless you for coming in. Much love. Say hi to Doughboy. Marie says, "Night, Susan." Lisa said, "Much love, Susan." Yes, Susan, bless you. You have a good night. John says, "When I joined the Army, I got 4F and had to have my hip replaced at 24. So you served, John? You did. Thank you so much for serving. Lisa said, "Give Mr. Doughboy a hug from me, Susan." Susan said, "Hope you see you and everyone before Fourth. If not, have a safe and great Fourth." You as well, Susan. I think I'm going to put my uh, or have someone help me put my air conditioner in the window. Marie says, "Thank you, Susan. You also." Yes, everybody be safe on the 4th. Lisa said, "You too, Susan." They wouldn't let you serve? Well, you tried, John. Your family still had to give up a lot with your dad being over in Korea. Yes, I will, Susan. I may ask my neighbor to help me tonight. It'll only take him like 5 minutes to put it in there. So I don't think I'll be able to deal with that on the 4th being 90 degrees. They wouldn't accept you because of your hip. Later, Susan. You're going to head out too, Marie? All right. Thank you so much for coming in, Marie. Bless you. Much love to you. You and Susan. Take care. Bless you too. John says, you just put your in-laws air conditioner in today? Yeah, I think I'm going to have mine put in. Lots of love to you too, Marie. Good to talk with you tonight. Lisa said, bye, Marie. Much love. I would say that Marie, that Luna said the same thing, but she's over in the chair farting and snoring. Susan said, mine's in. My youngest put it in, especially for my dogs. Thank you too, and everyone else. Later, Marie. Yeah, like I said, it'd take my neighbor just a couple minutes to put that in. I'm not even going to move the stove up to plug it in. I'm going to run an extension cord. It's not too bad in here, right? Actually, it's quite comfortable in here right now. I know it's hot upstairs. I might sleep down here again tonight. No, I do have a fan upstairs. We'll see. Like I said, yesterday and the day before it was so humid. Hi, Luna. What? Did something wake you up, poor girl? Huh? Did something wake you up? Come here. Come here, see me. Biscuit. Come see Daddy. Luna, come see me. You're so pretty. You are so pretty. No. She laid her head right down. Alicia said, I'm going to go, Grandpa. Have a blessed night, you and Luna. Love you too, Alicia. Thank you so much. Bless you. Lisa said, much love, everyone. I know today was a very slow day. That was nice of you, John, to put that air conditioner in. I know that one I have is just a small one, but it's a little too much heavier than I want to deal with. Lisa said, thank you. Bless you too, Grandpa and Luna. Enjoy your evening, Alicia. I think a lot of people are just blown away by the heat. Oh, it's true. It's damn true. Well, who's ever left in here, I'm going to call it a night myself. And I want to thank you for coming in and bless each and every one of you and much love. Hope you have a great evening. Bye.